I think we're live. I can never tell when I'm not at my computer, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. The camera. Let me pull over. The camera's not great. Hang on. Want to make sure you guys have a clear view. Bear with me just a second here, y'all. I'm going to use my microphone to... There we go. That should be better. All right. Somebody just text me. Hang tight for a second, y'all. Bear with me. Let's get you out of here. Hold on. What's up, everybody? All right. We should be good. What's up, Jeff? What's up, Jonathan Mazzilli? Nice to have you in here, bud. We're doing... Jonathan, you remember... old school Colfax runs. So we're going to do that. We're going to do an old school Colfax runs. Hit the like if you're coming on in. For the new people that are new to the channel, this may seem like a bit boring. But a lot of times what I like to do is take a drive down Colfax here. Colfax is the longest commercial street in Denver. As a matter of fact, it's the longest commercial street in the entire United States, if not the world. But check this out, guys. So I'll go down here. Yeah, rolling down the strip. There you go, man. Salida, Sheila, welcome. Nice to have you, Lucky. Nice to have you here as well. We're doing an old school Colfax run, and longtime viewers of this channel know this run very well. You guys will get a nice view of the mountains as we go through here. But this is a cop watch. I haven't really did a cop watch in a long time. Let's hope for a peaceful ride. Hopefully nothing's going on. I highly doubt it. It's a Wednesday here in Denver. It's a lovely day. It's already 50 degrees. So, you know, Matthew, welcome. Nice to have you here, bud. Michael Malloy, welcome. Nice to have you here as well, sir. From St. George. St. George is beautiful, man. I passed through St. George when I'm on my way to Vegas, and we will be going to Vegas this year as well. My wife used to watch a stream from St. George. I think it was like quintuplets or something. It was this couple. They since have broken up, but she used to watch that live stream, and it was from St. George. Beautiful country out there. Really pretty city. I like St. George quite a bit. I just don't like the state of Utah. Utah sucks. For a lot of reasons. But nonetheless, welcome. Welcome, everybody, to this hopefully very bland, dry run through Colfax here, but you never know. A lot of action happens on Colfax. You know, traffic stops, crashes. I've done shootings, stabbings, middle of the day, night, doesn't matter. I did a double homicide coming up here. We're in Aurora, Colorado. This street, Colfax, stretches from Aurora all the way to the foothills of the mountains. It's a huge run, but we're only going through, I think we'll go to Lakewood, all the way to Lakewood today. We're going to go through Aurora, Denver, and Lakewood. Hey, welcome everybody in. Obviously, when I'm driving, I'm not going to be paying attention to chat. But everybody coming in, thank you. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. The mods should give you a warm welcome if I miss you. But thanks for being in here as my witnesses, because you never know what can go down. You guys saw the RTD video, and the RTD video was interesting because it's the regional transit police that basically have jurisdiction over the bus routes and bus stops, and they I've caught now 2 incidences of where they are out of control. One where they were kicking a homeless guy. That's on the stream. Another you guys just saw was with Heidi. I forget what her name is. Heidi Hansen. Heidi Hands On is what I should call her. Lakewood, Colfax, sketchy. Yep, it sure is. TCD, welcome. Nice to have you in here. I did get your text messages. I'll be texting you soon. Gigi, welcome. Nice to have you here. Noel, old-fashioned Colfax run, a foot race. No, not in my case. Unindoctrinated, welcome. Nice to have you here. Old-fashioned Colfax run, guys. I did this quite often on my channel. It's kind of how the origins of the channel kind of started with me finding a lot of stuff on Colfax. Just all kinds of stuff. Man, I'm in a rock and a hard place. I'm in the middle of an intersection here. This is crazy. Okay, I can get around it. Here we go. I want to get around this bus because otherwise we'll be stuck behind that bus all the way down Colfax. There's a lot of stuff that goes on here. We're on East Colfax right now. It used to be really, really bad, but they kind of cleaned it up a little bit. But Noel is right. The more we get into Lakewood, that's where a lot of homeless people are, drug users, alcoholics, stuff like that. I did a lot of my homeless runs, feeding homeless people over in Lakewood because everybody forgets about those people in Lakewood, and I don't forget. I don't care if you're a drug user, an alcoholic, homeless, whatever. I have compassion for all, and everybody deserves to eat. Nobody should ever go a day without eating, and I know that's the case for a lot of our homeless here in Denver, and it's only getting worse. It's not getting any better. Ellie, welcome. Nice to have you here. McDonald, welcome, buddy. Nice to have you here, man. No problem. Listening is fine. Okay, we're continuing on here. This is Aurora. This is kind of a rough stretch of Aurora here, especially at night. Like I said, just on the way here, I think I just passed it on Galena Street. There was a double homicide I covered there way back when. I've covered a stabbing on Colfax. I've covered multiple accidents. I've covered police kicking the crap out of homeless people. Just all kinds of crazy stuff that can happen on Colfax. But thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. But we're going to take a leisurely stroll. Hopefully there's nothing going on. I like for these runs just to be nice and peaceful. No action. I mean, that's ideal. It's how I've kept myself out of trouble. But if there is any action, I will pull over and figure out what's going on, whether it's an accident or whatever the case is. I'm always keeping an eye out. Just up ahead was a shooting at this Walgreens on the right, which I never did get the full story on. I did a follow-up on it, but I think it was still under investigation. I still haven't gotten the info on that. What else? Yeah, so this is Colfax. It's kind of, what is this lady doing? Whoa, lady. Holy hell, did you guys see that? Wow. Didn't care. Just walking right out in the middle of the street, green light and all. Whew, okay, so yeah, that's what we're doing right now. I think we're going to take it all the way to Lakewood today, guys. I'm feeling a little saucy. Sometimes I'll just stop right in downtown Denver, which we will pass. We'll pass by the Denver Mint. We'll pass by the courthouses, all that stuff, police headquarters, city and county building, all that stuff. But like I said, it's not pleasurable to find action, but I feel as part of what I do is report. So when I report, I report. So if I have to report something, I report it. That's as simple as that. Make sure you hit that like button if you're getting on in here. Jenna P, welcome. That lady wanted a check. I know. I don't know. She wasn't getting it from me, Jenna. Nunya, welcome. Heidi on LinkedIn, she's a rookie. She just got on RTD 5 months ago. Yeah, actually, I looked her up too, Lucky. Um, Actually, Ellie looked her up, and she's not a rookie. She actually worked for Blackhawk Police Department, and she also worked for Colorado State Patrol. So yeah, technically a rookie for RTD, but a seasoned veteran elsewhere. So I'm gonna have to tighten this up, man. I don't know why it's so shaky. Sorry for the shakiness, guys. I'll fix that when we stop somewhere. The girl, let's see. Girl Scouts got their Thin Mints at the Denver Mint. Yeah, probably. I think that's where they... No. Denver's one of three major... There used to be four. I don't know if the one in San Francisco still is around, but there was a total of four mints. It was San Francisco, New Orleans, Denver, and there was one more. And then there's another one that the military uses, and I can't remember where that one is at. But yeah, so a lot of money is printed right here in Denver, Colorado. I wish they would give me some of it. So there you go. If you're just coming in, hopefully I know the mods gave you a warm welcome. But we're looking for cop watches today. Normally Wednesdays I like to do homeless outreach runs, but I've lost my source of food for that, and my money is real tight right now. But I will get back out doing homeless outreach. Just can't promise when, but it'll be when my money gets a little bit better. See what else we got going here. So yeah, we're still in Aurora, Colorado. We're getting close to Denver though. Denver, Philly, that's right. Philly, San Fran, and West Point. That's right, West Point. So I misspoke on New Orleans. It was Philly. Yes, Matthew, thank you for the correction. West Point does, but West Point is a weird one. Like that one is it only churns out certain coins, and I don't know. It's kind of weird. Really weird. The West Point one. Maybe the military just uses it to print their own money. They don't bother. Kind of makes you wonder if money really is just kind of a fantasy, right? I mean, I know we need it to survive in the United States right now and all that, but it just makes you wonder, that's all. I wonder, hey, what do you guys, tell me in the comments what you guys think. How long will we have paper and coins for money? How long do you think we're going to have paper and coins? Let me know in the chat there. So far so good. Aurora looks good. We're into Denver now, on the corner of Denver. This right here, this intersection, I don't know if you guys heard me talk about this. You guys have probably seen some of especially the old school people, went down a little rabbit hole with somebody that was pulled over near here, Syracuse and Colfax, near this 7-Eleven here. They were pulled out of their car. They took their phone. They searched the vehicle, but they gave no ticket, nothing. And when I inquired about the incident number, it became a big issue. And stay tuned on that, because I'm still working on that story. That might be a major one, because you can't just pull people over and search their vehicles and do all that for no reason. Now, there was probable cause to pull that person over because I think the license plate was expired or something of that nature. So, of course, that's probable cause to pull you over, but give the ticket for that. They were interested in something else. So, like I said, I'm working on some big things on the channel. So, So stay tuned. There's lots on the burner, lots and lots and lots and stuff. Some stuff that we might like to hear, and some stuff we're not gonna like to hear. But that's just how it goes on these streets, as they say. So, you know, and the reason I'm doing the run this way, I usually do a run forward and back, from east to west, and then from west to east. But I'm not going to be coming back with you guys, because the sun's a major factor. The glare sucks on the camera, and it overheats the camera. So, you know, King Gluto, welcome, buddy. Wolf Machine, welcome. 30 more years at the earliest. Okay, I don't know what you mean. I would hit up your wish list if you had one. You know what? I'm thinking of doing that. The winter's almost over here. March is the snowiest month for homeless people. You know, if you do hit up my Cash App or PayPal or Venmo or anything like that, and you want the money to go to homeless people, make sure you notate that, and I will earmark that money for in your name for a homeless run. So I have been itching to get back out there and do homeless runs, guys. Trust me, it's been a while, and I know it, and a lot of people appreciated that about my channel, is that I would go out randomly and do homeless runs, usually on a weekly basis. But money's been tight, and I lost my my contact for food. So you know, just one of those things. But I do enjoy doing that. It's one of my favorite things to do. I think it's one of my callings, you know, is to help others. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Oh, the paper money. Always keep them guessing. Yes. Going to exist forever. You think so? I don't know about that, McDonald. I think the age of the paper and the coins are going to go away real soon. I still don't understand why we still have pennies in circulation. They're pretty much worthless. You know what I mean? Like I mean, they're not even worth the effort to print them. You know, it's strange. I kind of feel that way about coins in general. I mean, I save coins still, but I mean, they charge you, I think, what is it, like 10% to trade in your coins for bills, and that's ridiculous. That's a tax on top of a tax, you know. But whatever. I mean, it's the price you pay if you keep coin, you know. It's just becoming untenable, I think. What do we got here? So far, so good. Clean run so far, guys. I do enjoy the clean runs. I don't like there to be issues on the street, whether it's a car accident or somebody getting pulled over. I like just peaceful runs. But like I said, if I see something, I will report to you guys what I'm seeing in real time. You guys will see it, and we'll pull over, you know. And I do look up and down these side streets as well, if you guys are wondering. Sometimes that's where a lot of the action is just right off of Colfax on the side streets. The cops like to pull people over not directly on Colfax because it's so busy. So they will pull people over. And I've caught a lot of stuff. I mean, I've prevented people from getting arrested. I mean, once I show up, they tend to disappear. So I count those as wins, you know. And if I can, I talk to the drivers on why they're being pulled over and stuff like that, because I want to make sure it's legit and not nefarious, you know. If you're typing in chat, I'll wait till I get to a stop sign, and then or a stoplight, and then I shall address you the best I can. But obviously, while I'm driving, I can't look at what's going on here. So I gotta work on the stability of this. Like I said, it's work in progress. Okay, what do we got here? Likely U.S. will be cashless in their lifetime. Yeah, my bank has a free coin exchange machine. It's the best. That 10% is rude. I agree, Wolf Machine. You put it directly into your safe. Yeah, that's true, King Bluto. Why pay taxes if it costs to make money to print it? Yeah. Always keep them guessing. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Thanks for being in here, everybody. We're doing a Colfax run. Not the most sexiest thing in the world, but it does reveal a lot about the city when you do unexpected runs down a major street. I mean, this is interesting. A lot of these migrants that have been bussed into Denver are at least trying. If you look on the right there, they're cleaning windshields. Very annoying. I understand that, but you know, better than nothing. It's better than just, you know, begging for the sake of begging. But I understand begging for the sake of begging too. You know, being homeless is not easy. And the way Denver treats homeless people is atrocious. I've documented that on my stream before several times. They do homeless sweeps, which I want you guys to imagine being homeless, maybe a homeless veteran, maybe a homeless woman. It could be any one of our family members that are out there on the streets. And Denver, in their infinite wisdom, loves to do homeless sweeps where they find an encampment and they basically throw away about 70 to 90% of these homeless people's stuff and just expect them to move on. Well, where do you want them to move on to? You know, you don't provide solutions. As a city, we failed. As a society, we failed to help the most vulnerable of our population. Are a lot of these people drug addicts? Yes. Are a lot of these people alcoholics? Yes. But these people are human. And that's what I try to get across when I do my homeless runs. You know, these people bleed just like you. They may have had a harder time getting work in their time. You know, there's a myriad of issues that people go through. So, you know, just be kind. If you are so inclined, if you get anything from this run here, I want to inspire at least one person to carry water in their vehicle and give a bottle of water to a homeless person. If you go to Walmart, a case of water is like a little over $5. Even better, if you have a Costco or Sam's membership, you can buy water on the cheap for less than $5 for a full case of water. So please be cognizant. Water is precious. Especially to homeless people. I mean, if you go up and down Colfax here, nobody can use the bathroom because, you know, everybody's afraid of homeless people, and you know, sometimes rightfully so. You know, with you know, messing up their bathrooms and stuff like that. But you know, water is really, really hard to come by. So please, if you guys take anything from this stream today, just make sure you carry a little bit of water. And you know, give it out to people as they need it. Kind of dumb too if you think about it. If they're all in one place contained, you dispense them, you're subjecting your residents outside of that containment to be undesirable. I agree. Carrying essentials in one's vehicle is basic survival tactics. Corroded Pixel, welcome. Nice to have you here. AutoZone came to get spark plugs. Oh wow, cool. I haven't been to a bank in 15 years or more unindoctrinated. Good for you. I have a bank account, but it's just it's a very temporary thing. But I do it through a credit union, which is slightly better than the parasites. You know, people think of homeless people as the parasites of society. I disagree. I think banks are the biggest parasites on our society. Banks and hedge funds and CEOs of corporations, those are the parasites of society. All right, we're getting into close to downtown Denver here, guys and gals. There may be a little bit of action here. We'll wait and see. High homeless population in this area. Of course, you could say that about pretty much any part of the city. Proper anyways, but let's continue on. Like I said, I hope we don't find anything. I don't, You know, it doesn't give me pleasure to find somebody in distress. But I want to make sure everybody goes home safe. Nobody gets their ass kicked. You know, stuff of that nature. Keeper, welcome. Nice to have you here, man. Hi, Bernie at home. How dare you, Keeper. All right, we're continuing on here. Oh, there's some cherries and berries up ahead, guys. I don't know. It might just be construction. There's a lot of construction going on here, but let's go see. I mean, I figured we'd find something on this run, but we will pass by it shortly enough. I want to take time to thank you guys for being here. I know you guys could be doing anything else with your day, but you chose to be here with me, so that does mean a lot. If you're not subbed to the channel and you're watching, sub to the channel. It takes literally 2 seconds. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe I did something wrong and you want to let me know. I'm open to constructive criticism as well, things of that nature. So just you know, hit that subscribe button if you're not subbed. This is the Fillmore on the right. A lot of great musicians have been through that concert venue. Wanda, welcome. Nice to have you here. What are we doing here? I call you Rugelin, but I know it's Gelin. I hope you're not offended. I just, when I see it, I just want to say your name phonetically and not the cutesy way that you put it out there. But welcome on in nonetheless. We're doing a Colfax run. I do see cherries and berries up here. Oh, and there's a cop that just was on my right. So something's going on over here. Let's check it out. Hopefully it's nothing major. If it's a medical call, I will not stop at medical calls. You know, that's not one of my things. I just don't do it. Looks like this is a construction vehicle. Yeah, I thought it was cherries and berries, but it looks like a construction vehicle. So we're good on that. They're doing whatever they're doing on the left there. That truck. That's really weird that they have the cherries and berries. I don't think they should have that. I don't know. Correct that mistake, King Bluto. Thank you, King Bluto. King Bluto, I think you've been around since like what, the first 100 or so subs, something like that. I know you've been a subscriber for a very, very long time, and I do appreciate you guys too, the old school people that have been around forever. You know, good on you guys. I appreciate you guys for sticking through some hard times, you know, lots of stuff. Lots of interesting things happen. Not every day, but you know, this channel is built for the long haul. So we're slowly but surely gaining, Pluto. So shout out to you, my friend, and all the old school people like McDonald and Unindoctrinated and everybody else that's been rocking with the MLH channel since the inception. We're heading in this downtown Denver's on the right here. We're going to be passing the city and county building, the web building. I mean, there's the Mint is going to be on the left. What pisses me off about this city park on the left here is they took down a lot of the fencing. I was just about ready to bitch about it. But that park was unavailable to people for a very long time because of the war on the homeless people out here. I don't know if the new mayor decided to take down those fences, but it's a good thing because that's a public park to the left here. So we're all allowed to go into that beautiful park and enjoy it, whether you're homeless or not. So, you know, but there you go. The Mint's on the left over here, y'all. Right there. That's the Mint. Wait, right there's the Mint. Well, we got cherries and berries again. Let's see what's going on there. I think that might be a medical call, though. Yeah, I think that's a medical call. All right, we'll see if we get up to it. Andrew, welcome, buddy. Well, nice to have you in here. Rhodey. What's up with me? Not much, man. Doing a Colfax run. I remember correctly. I found you through RB, and then you don't like. I know that. No. It's all good, Bluto. I don't care. That's fine. We've obviously Regan and I have had our differences, but more power to her. Keep on continuing what you're doing. I do what I do. I'm just not going to be anybody's lapdog, Bluto. I don't. I was doing a lot of stuff in that, for that person, and to be told that I'm a punk and all this and that when the true fraud is there, in plain view. It's enlightening to find out shit about people, Bluto. That's all. I am happy. Welcome, man. Nice to have you here. We just put up with you. That's what you said, Rhodey? How dare you? How dare you, Rhodey? Yeah, that's true. You guys just put up with me, I guess. Well, at least you get a good view of the mountains coming up. We're going to be passing the stadium on the right here in a couple of minutes. They call it Empower Field. I still call it Mile High. I don't know. Yeah. So we're rolling here. Nothing in Denver so far. That's a good thing. This next stretch, there's not going to be much action, I don't believe. We're going to be going over a bridge, small section of Denver, and then we'll be heading into Lakewood. That's where a huge, underserved homeless population is. I've caught Lakewood cops both ways, doing good things and bad things over there. I've seen them harass the homeless, and I've seen them do a little bit of outreach to give them, like numbers for resources, but I wish they would do more. Lakewood is interesting. The police force there is interesting because it's one of the few places in the Denver metro area that requires their officers to have a 4-year degree. And I believe that they should institute that in Denver and in Aurora as well. And maybe we could get rid of a little bit of the riffraff, even though I've caught a lot of BS with the city of Lakewood police department. It's a little less than in Denver and a little less than in Aurora. So, one of those things. All right, like I said, you guys are going to get a really nice view here. On the right is the stadium, and of course the mountains ahead of us, the Rocky Mountains. Really pretty today, guys. It's almost 60 degrees. I had a jacket on earlier this morning, and now it's beautiful. It's actually getting kind of warm in here where I have tea. People don't realize about Denver, the sun is, we're a little closer to the sun, so it's a little warmer. It's a little hotter. I don't know. I can't explain it. Temperature says 59. It feels like 65 or. So there you go. The stadium on the right. Meow Wolf, dead ahead. It's like a really cool art exhibit. If you guys get a chance to visit Denver, check it out. Beautiful day in Denver. My Tony, welcome. Nice to have you here. It is definitely nice. I can't remember the last Colfax run. We are heading into the dead zone. Yeah, sometimes there's some dead zones. Yeah, it's been a while, Denizen. But today was the day. I was like, look, let's get back to the roots. Let's do what we used to do on this channel. I've been doing a lot of stuff in front of the camera and behind the camera, or away from the camera. But let's get back to the roots. Old-fashioned Colfax run. I want to get back to doing some homeless outreach too, but that's going to have to wait a minute. Fizzy, welcome. Nice to have you here. Good Citizen Media, welcome. Yeah, it's like 30 to 35 on average right now, but right now it's 60 degrees, Noel. Beautiful day in the Mile High City for sure. So, all right, we're coming up to that small stretch of Denver here, guys. There's going to be a photo radar here. I don't want you guys to freak out. That photo radar is totally uncalibrated. I've watched my my speed as I went through there, and it is way off, way off by at least 5 miles or so, 5 miles per hour or so or more. So don't freak out if you see that that photo radar on the right here. It's not a photo radar, it's just a radar. I say photo radar, it's just a radar. So bear with me here as we get through it. You'll notice a lot of people passing me because I don't speed. Right now we're doing 30, guys. 30, yeah, 30. And saying we're doing 31. Oh, well, maybe they calibrated it. So we're good. Cherries and berries on the left, but that's just security. All right. Manuel Ferraria, welcome. Nice to have you here. All right, we're continuing on. This is a small stretch of Denver here. We're going to head on into Lakewood here in just a couple of minutes, and then our run will be done. This is a little rough stretch right here. My old stomping grounds. I used to live just south of here, about a couple miles, but I used to walk up here quite a bit up to the 7-Eleven on the left. Do you guys remember when they had arcade machines in 7-Elevens? They would have like a Street Fighter machine or maybe a Mortal Kombat machine or something like that. I used to walk all the way to this 7-Eleven up on the left here and play Street Fighter, and nobody liked playing me. Can you guys guess why? I was pretty good at Street Fighter. Nowadays, no way, but yeah. Matter of fact, there's a Jewish community around here, and every time I would come and I would put my quarter up on the machine, they would take their quarters and leave. Kind of funny, but I had fun nonetheless. So I could take like 50 cents and play, good couple hours at least. Street Fighter, just playing through the game. 2 buttons and a joystick. I know, man. It's a lot of fun. Davin, welcome, buddy. Yeah, I am your tour guide today. That's what these runs basically become, right, Bluto? They become tours, even though it's the same tour all the time. Every once in a while, we'll have action, and I'll stop and make sure everything goes well. But yeah, it's a nice little tour down one of the biggest streets in the world, Colfax Avenue. A lot of history on Colfax Avenue. Like I said, Colfax stretches all the way to the Eastern Plains, all the way to the base of the foothills of the mountains in the west here. So it's a long stretch of street, man. Long stretch. But we got a good chunk in today, and I feel pretty good. It feels good. It feels like a wash over me. I've been meaning to do a Colfax run for a long time, and take you guys on that nostalgic trip again. And it's nice to get back to doing it, even though today nothing has really happened. We still got Lakewood to go though, so like I said, stick around. Lakewood is oh shit, Lakewood's interesting. And we'll pass by Casa Bonita. If you guys are South Park fans, there is an actual restaurant called Casa Bonita, and it's in Lakewood. The owners of South Park now own it, but it's like an invite only thing right now, and it's really weird, and it's expensive. They changed the menu obviously I think for the better, but I don't know. I kind of had an affinity for their cheese enchiladas and enchiladas, but the thing about that place, Casa Bonita, is the sopapillas. The sopapillas were bomb, man. The sopapillas were that's the reason people went to Casa Bonita. The sopapillas and the atmosphere. Yeah, right on, guys. Appreciate the likes. Hey, Davin, appreciate you, buddy. I used to live by Sloan's Lake, Truth Seeker says. Yeah, that's just up on the right here. Yeah, if you were to go down a few blocks Edgewater's there, and then there's a school there. I don't know, True Seeker, if you're familiar with Lake Middle School. That's where I went to middle school way back in the day, decades ago. Decades ago. But that school is really cool. A little fun fact about that middle school. The Shining remake that they did for TV, the made-for-TV remake of The Shining, they shot the college scenes at my middle school. So when you see that dude at the end going through college and they show the picture on the outside, that's actually my old middle school. So, yeah, really cool. All right, we're into Lakewood now, guys. Once we pass Sheridan there, we're into Lakewood. And this is where there's a huge homeless population. I did a video here not too long ago at one of these motels over here where the owner was being an absolute, ass, for lack of a better term, to the homeless people. And he was a jerk to me too. And I let him have it because he's a jerk. And if people, old school people know me on my channel, is I'm fairly calm unless you're not calm to me, and then I give you the same energy and then some. And I have no problem doing that because I don't like people's BS, I live near Lake Middle School. I survived North High, and my kids did too. True Seeker, that's awesome. My ex-wife went to North High School. She didn't graduate, but I think she went to a different school and graduated. I don't know. I hate to think about my ex at all. Yeah, North is interesting. The North Side's going through quite a renaissance there, Truth Seeker. It's no longer the North Side. They call it the Highlands, is what they call it. Gentrification at its best, at its peak. All right, up on the right, that little tower that you see there in the distance, that's Casa Bonita. That's Casa Bonita. That's the famous restaurant that South Park kind of went through in an episode. Hilarious episode, by the way. But to the right there, you'll see it. Yeah. Interesting. We're almost at the end of the run, guys, and you know what? I'm guessing Lakewood kind of pushed the homeless people out because I have not seen one homeless person. We still got a little stretch here where they are, but damn, Viva Burrito has been around forever. All right, that was where the old Winchell's Donuts was. It's out of there now. Sucks. Oh, this is the hotel on the right here, guys. Right over here is where, King's Rest Hotel, where I got into it with the manager there, because he is being a jerk to homeless people, and I don't let it sit. I mean, homeless people are still people, right? You treat everybody how you want to be treated, type of thing. And I took exception to it. I didn't like the way he was treating the people there, just being a jerk, just be a decent human being. That's all people ask. All right, let me park and we'll sit and talk for a minute, and that'll be the end of the run, guys. Whoa, that guy came close. What the hell is wrong with you, dude? Oh, this is interesting. This little parking lot here, it was interesting. I got into it with the security guard here. He was being I mean, what is it with people being jerks to me, guys? It's really weird. I'm usually fairly easygoing unless you push my buttons, but they like to push my buttons. Security guards, fucking hotel managers, police, I mean, just crazy. Let's pull over at this Walmart, and that'll be the end of the run. I'll take any questions that you guys have for me, and then we'll call it a day. But let me get to a shady spot, and we'll talk for a bit. We'll have a little fireside chat, even though no fire is required. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Let me pull this out here. Hold on. My Tony, thanks MLH. Awesome tour and beautiful day. Unindoctrinated, thank you for being here. BSBT, welcome. What do we got here? Good clean run. I like it. I like it too. Unindoctrinated. Here's the thing. Like a lot of people think that I just look for confrontation and look for trouble. It's not the case. I would much prefer every day that I do these runs to just be me, just going from Aurora to Denver and being done with the run, and there's no action. I've been criticized. I've actually been criticized for that on my channel. I'm going to unsubscribe from your channel because there's no action. What's going on in Denver? It doesn't seem like there's any action. If you're looking for that, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, usually, I hope that the case that there's no action. You know, that's the hope, that nobody's getting arrested, nobody's getting harassed, nobody is causing any trouble for anybody else, etc. You know, so that's it. What do we got here? MDM Media? What do you think about going to my local police department before I protest Scientology and just let them know that I'll be out there practicing my 1A? Don't let them know what you're doing, MDM Media. Just do what you got to do. As long as you're being lawful and peaceful, who cares? If you have a grievance to redress, I highly encourage it, man. Get your camera, though. Make sure everything's on camera. That's the thing. You know, you can't go out there unarmed, with in quotes. I don't want anybody to think that that you need to take a gun everywhere. As a matter of fact, if you're in the Denver metro area, don't carry a piece unless you got a concealed weapon license. And be peaceful. Never tell cops anything. IMF, yes, that's one of the most important things that you can be informed on my channel. Never talk to the cops. They're not your friends. They're not going to help you. There's, back the blue until it happens to you. And trust me, talking to the cops is never a good idea. Ever, 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 ever. Stay on the sidewalk. Don't make any threats. Record everything. Yep. Depends on what your goal is and what you're trying to achieve. I agree, Denizen. Purpose for notifying the PD would be to possibly avoid being swatted, Michael Andrea says. Yeah, but I don't like letting the cops know. I understand that, especially in this day and age of swatting. But that's not your concern. That's the cops' concern, right? They're supposed to be there to serve you. Now, the protection part of it, they threw out the window with the Winnebago decision and the Gonzalez decision in the Supreme Court. But that's the thing. Do what you want to do and don't worry about anything. I mean, do worry, but don't go out there feeble-minded. Be strong, be resolute in what you believe in. That, guys, I messed it up. I had to kick the FBI off my front deck a few weeks ago. Good for you, IMF. Just because they're FBI doesn't mean that they have any other special privileges that cops do. If any cops or FBI shows up to your door without a warrant, piss off. Get out of here, Phone, turn on the camera and start recording. Yep. Thanks. What I'm working on is getting a buddy. I plan to live stream today. Thank you I appreciate it all. Yeah, don't tell everybody your plans. If you need to protest, then do so. Yeah, I agree with Denizen. That's good, Denizen. Be lawful, be peaceful. Now, if somebody's trying to violate your rights, that's a different story. You guys have seen a lot of times where cops will give unlawful orders, and it's on you to protect your own rights. The cops don't give a shit. They can lie to you. There were other Supreme Court decisions that basically enable the cops to lie to you, which I think is atrocious. I think that's one of the worst things that could happen to this country. But yeah, don't be afraid. You know, don't be afraid. That's another thing. A lot of people get really intimidated with cops, and they will lie to no end. Know your rights in your locality. If you are in Denver, and I happen to be around, obviously give me an email, shoot me an email. I'll try to help you out. But wherever you're at across the country, in a different country, whatever, know your rights, know what you can and can't do, because you could end up in a lot of trouble, right? There have been a few people in the Denver metro area that are complete idiots that don't know what they're doing. And their court cases show that they don't know what they're doing. KDOT, my friend KDOT, is 3-0 in court cases. He's been arrested 3 times unlawfully, all 3 times. He beat all of those cases. I've been arrested a total of 0, which makes me unique in almost any community. I mean, if you look at the track records of a lot of these people that pick up a camera, they were wronged, and they feel it's their duty to get out and prove that they were wronged, or whatever their motivation is. But my motivation is simple, guys. I want to make sure everybody goes home safe tonight, right? I want to make sure that the cops are behaving, because they are our servants. I don't mean that in a degrading way. I mean it in it, that's how it is way. They are our servants. They're supposed to cater to us. So if they're being rude or unprofessional, or breaking the law, which I've caught several times, or doing stupid things that they shouldn't be doing, it's important to get that on record. So Tommy Temper, welcome. Nice to have you here. Yeah, that's right, Dennison. I don't like to call them pigs, because I like pigs. I think pigs are a clean animal and intelligent, and cops usually are the opposite. But I prefer the term cockroaches, which I lifted from Big Nick, South Florida accountability. But I think that's a much better term, because Dennison, what happens when I usually catch a bunch of cops in a parking lot or something, and I walk up to them? They scatter like roaches. It's like when you shine a light on them, they just scatter like roaches. So that I prefer the term cockroaches. And I'm not saying all cops are bad. Anna Banana, welcome. Nice to have you here. Yeah, prime example of what the incident at the Denver Transit Police. Yep. They should keep the peace and the Constitution. No, we both know that doesn't happen. Yep, K-Dot's my brother from another. Matthew, if you want to throw in K-Dot's link, I would greatly appreciate it. Sub to K-Dot. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. I know, man. Anybody have any questions for me at all before I end the stream? I mean, what I'm doing with the stream, or anything of that, I'd be more than happy to answer. Thank you, Matthew. I really appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate all the mods in here. I've got the greatest mods, man. I really do. Okay, Dennison, I have an answer. When are we going to do another live? Okay, stay tuned, Dennison. Maybe today. I have a strong feeling that there's going to be another live today. It might not be a Colfax run. When you mentioned that the Supreme Court has ruled that cops can lie, do you know the case? I'd love to learn more. Fizzy, not off the top of my head. Dennison might be able to get that for you, but they are 100% able to lie to you, legally lie to you. So, that's, if you want more information, just Google it. I will, you know what, Fizzy, next time I get on a live, I'll have some cases for you, but there's plenty. Frazier, there's one right there. Dennison says Frazier. You guys and gals have a great day. Later, Good Citizen Media, appreciate you being here. I know you're doing good work down south there. The opinion is that police can lie during the course of an investigation. Yeah, but no, that extends beyond that. How many times have you seen cops out and out lie and get away with it? Frazier versus Cup. There it is, 1969. Fraser, I just can't remember them off the top of my head. KDOT would remember these things. Thank you so much, Noel and Dennison for that, and Matthew. Like AFA says, we do not hate bad police, we hate bad policing. Sam Aguiar, welcome. Nice to have you here. It's not investigation. They can use deceptive law enforcement practices. Yeah. Yeah. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what they get away with. I mean, well, they get away with murder, right? We've seen that time and time again. And like even in the Elijah McClain case, which I covered on the channel, was justice really served? The guy got, the one cop got like, I mean, such a slap on the wrist. It was crazy. One cop got acquitted and, you know, it was just ridiculous. Greetings from Sweden. Magnus, welcome. Nice to have you here, buddy. Way past lying to suspect during an investigation. Yeah. Yeah. And even that to me is atrocious, Dennison. If you're a really good detective, do you really need to lie to your suspect? Do you need to lie to your suspect to get to the truth? I think not. I don't think you need to lie. They can break laws to enforce laws, make it make sense. Wolf Machine, 100%, dude. They get away with so much nonsense. It's unbelievable. I've had panels on this with various people, but I think I'm going to do another panel because all the new members coming over from the Scientology protesting community, the Squirrel Squad, it's important for everybody to kind of understand, like, I know Jay's been putting, Jay over at Denver Scientology Audit has been putting a link to the ACLU thing on what to do when you're, what to do and not to do when you're protesting and stuff. But I think it's important for these two kind of communities, the 1A community and the Squirrel Squad, to kind of melt together. And the more knowledge that you have, the better off you're going to be when you're out there protesting. If cops show up, I mean, Jay was swatted twice, actually 3 times. I was there for one when they came. I was there for all 3, but the second one I was there and they came and they didn't put anybody in handcuffs. Do you guys find that coincidence that somebody that knows what they're doing out there with the police and no handcuffs came, but when I wasn't there, they were more than happy to put Jay in handcuffs? Kind of strange, huh? You must relate to the pig. Not an easy task, yeah. Case law on police deception. Right on, Matthew. Thank you for that. Yeah, Fizzy, check out that link that Matthew just put there. There's plenty of case law on it, and it sucks. I think it's just, to me, those decisions hurt the country more than almost anything. And it took police down a path that we are where we are today with the police because of that. Chris Manitz. What's up, Chris? We're about ready to end the stream, but, you know, we talked about homeless people a little bit earlier here in Denver, and a lot of them have some mental problems as well. And it's important to keep that in mind when you run across homeless people that are crazy, you know, quote unquote crazy. Maybe they do have mental issues, and it's something that needs to be addressed. But all of us have mental issues at times. So if you guys are struggling with your own mental health, make sure you reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen. And sometimes that's all that matters. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you are their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. There's a national and North American hotline that you can call, whether you're in Canada or the United States. It's 988 in order to get in touch with somebody that can help you through your issues right away. If you're too sheepish to talk to somebody, you can text message 988 and somebody will text with you back and forth. So, you know, make sure and reach out to somebody is what I'm telling you. We all have our issues. We all have our problems mentally, me a little bit physically, and mentally. I mean, I have my own shit that I go through on a daily basis. It hurts my heart to see anybody homeless out here. But You know, take care of yourself, take care of others if you can. You know, mental health's not something that a lot of people talk about it. So make sure that that you reach out to people that you feel are having problems. Maybe make a phone call to an old friend or an email. Hey, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? Is there anything I can do to help you out? Stuff like that. Um, you know. So there you go. MDM Media, thank you. I love your message always at the end. Thank you very much for this. You could impact one person today, and you did. I hope I did. I hope I impact everybody. So that's about it, guys. Have a safe day. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Go, have fun today. Do something nice for somebody. Carry water in your car, like I said. Hand them out to homeless people if you see them, or anybody that just needs a drink. I mean, how often do we just not talk to somebody when we're walking around? Say hi to somebody. It could make a world of difference. Richard, nice to have you in here, man. Have a good day. Anyways. That's about it for the run. If you guys need to get a hold of me, MexicanLonghair@gmail.com for almost anything. Just realize that it does take me a while to get back in email form. But thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys on the next video. Later, everybody.